One of the most spectacular demises of a railroad was the Rock Island. Here we are over 20 years before it happened, at the 103rd Street Station in Beverly Hills in the summer of 1957. The distinctive red, white, and black Rock Island units were delivered in 1951 with steam boilers and generators, and were geared for 80 miles per hour. The old weathered brown commuter coaches offered their own distinctive riding adventure. Roger is at 95th Street in Evergreen Park in the summer of 1960, as two Grand Trunk Western Jeeps, numbers 4911 and 4913, head up an eastbound train. The Wabash Bluebird heads west for St. Louis at Central Avenue in Oak Park in 1960. Rock Island Alco RS3 number 491 in red paint runs light at Blue Island Junction in 1963. We are at Blue Island in 1963 as a Rock Island suburban train eases to a station stop at the far left, and the westbound Golden State rolls through with E6A number 630 on the point. The Blue Island Channel was right next to the Rock Island tracks, as two tugs pass with barges near the Western Avenue Bridge. An Illinois Central Electric southbound local slows to stop at 103rd Street along Cottage Grove Avenue on Chicago's southwest side in the summer of 1964. Another IC electric train enters the station. Illinois Central southbound Seminole passes the 103rd Street suburban station with a long train in its distinctive orange and brown paint scheme. Next up is a train of the orange cars of the Chicago, South Shore, and South Bend Railroad. parade continues, with an icy local slowing for the station. An Illinois Central electromotive switcher passes 103rd Street on a transfer run. The Wabash is now just a pleasant memory. But in 1964 it was very much alive, and running the Bluebird to St. Louis at Central Avenue in Oak Lawn, Illinois. A new Southern Pacific locomotive, headed west for delivery to its owner, is on the interchange track with the Wabash and the Belt Railway of Chicago at 100th and Ridgeland Avenue in Chicago Heights in 1964. A long Rock Island rocket with piggyback cars on the head end comes through Blue Island. The Western Avenue and Calumet Sag Barge Channel bridges give an interesting perspective to the departing train. Beverly Junction in the summer of 1965 finds the eastbound Baltimore and Ohio Capital Limited headed for its own track by the lakefront behind an F unit in Spartan blue paint. We are back at Blue Island on the Rock Island. An eastbound freight is backing into Burr Oak Yard. As the Golden State rounds the curve on the outer track. Again, we get a departing perspective beside the Barge Channel Bridge. The Rocky Mountain Rocket wastes no time in rolling through the same bridge. Locos eastbound Capital Limited moves through Beverly Junction in the summer of 1965 as a southbound Rock Island suburban train waits. The commuter train moves forward, and look at the lead locomotive. It is number 750, one of two specially built flat-nose EB6s built to be the second unit of the Rocky Mountain rocket. It would head up the Colorado Springs section of the rocket and then be coupled up as a B unit for the rest of the run. It had a cab and only one prime mover, with the remaining space used for baggage.